Hey there, Earth signs. So this is a new venture for me. I've been wanting to do zodiac readings for some time now. I just really honestly don't have the full time and attention I would need to devote to those. So I decided to do this little series here. We're just going to do mini readings for Taurus, and then I'll do Capricorn, and I'll end with Virgo. So I pulled an oracle for all of you from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Wow, I'm bad at camera, sorry. And then I pulled two clarifiers with my dragon deck. I can't remember the name of it, but it's in my description box, all the decks I use. Excuse me. So Taurus, let's jump right in and start with you. You got chop wood, Taurus. And these readings in general are so funny. I should have said that already, because all of these cards are so earth energy. I was cracking up. Okay, and the clarifiers are the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. I won't even interpret it right now. I'll just read you the card first, and we'll talk about it, Taurus. So number 42. Sorry, should have already had that marked. Okay, so chop wood. Being grounded in everyday experience and humility are highlighted with chop wood, okay? So the Oracle's message is, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goals brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you even closer to what you seek. Okay, so this is really simple, Taurus, and I don't mean to laugh, but it's funny. So, obviously you're being called to focus on the basics, right? Get back to basics. Focus on your mundane, boring, everyday tasks. I feel like, though, Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like the anxiety here is that you're going to miss an opportunity, right? That if you don't work, and focus on whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whatever this opportunity is, I feel like you're afraid you're going to miss out on it, right? Well, we need to collect ourselves, and you probably know this, and just remember that the process is all a part of the manifestation, right? Your focus, this is so cliche and lame, but maybe some of you have never heard this. I don't know, so I'm going to say it anyway. When you are obsessively focused on achieving something, you don't put the proper faith in the universe that it has heard you and that you are powerful and magical and that you're going to bring it in, right? Does that make sense? It's like you're saying that you don't trust the universe, that you aren't magical, that you aren't capable of actually calling it in. You have to focus and obsess and do whatever it is, work to progress toward the goal. Every day, constantly, you have to keep your focus on it. But a watched kettle never boils, right? Isn't that how the saying goes? It's like I heard it in my mind and then it just like started poofing out of my mind. You know the saying. It's not going to boil if you just stare at it, willing it to boil, or, you know, if you keep stirring it and shaking it and tending to it. You just got to let it come. You got to let it happen. In the meantime, focus on taking care of you. Focus on taking care of your surroundings. Focus on preparing for whatever this is, because there is a delay here. I see it's in reverse. There's a delay here. But with chop wood, that tells me that You just need to shift your attention away from it a little bit. Have some patience. Like I said, take care of you, take care of your environment. Do the mundane, basic stuff that needs to get done so that when it does come in, you're ready, you're prepared, you have the space, and you have the time and the energy to really take it in and enjoy the win, okay? Simple as that, I think. Thanks, Taurus. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, you got building blocks, which is hilarious because all of these are so earthy in nature. All the cards that were pulled for each sign are so earth. And the clarifiers to that are the Wheel of Fortune and, oddly enough, the Hermit. So, I mean, maybe some of you will watch all of this. Maybe Virgos should watch this too. I don't know. But we're just going to move ahead and read this, and then we'll talk about all of it together. So 28 building blocks. I just think it's so funny how Capricorn, how Earth all of these are. Okay. So building blocks are about a strong foundation, a beautiful work in progress. The Oracle's message is, you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. Okay. So, this is wild, and it's a little heavy, and it feels a little bit serious, Capricorn, because this is, once again, we got major arcanas here, but the card alone feels serious to me. It's like really asking you to go deep within and reflect upon what your values are, what you want to stand for. If what you're doing now, later, are you going to reflect back on this and understand that this could be a defining moment. I don't know what we're talking about here, but are you going to look back on this and know that you did your best, that you were diligent, that you held to your beliefs, your morals, your ethics? Are you going to look back with integrity? Is whatever you're building, whatever you're doing, whatever you're focusing on, is it aligned with you? Or are you maybe working from a place of a past version of you? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what this feels like, that maybe you're operating from an old version of yourself without taking the time out to reflect upon who you are now and who you want to be in the future, and whether or not what you're doing is reflective of current you and future you, your aspirations of who you want to be in the future. For some reason, that's really important right now. So, for sure, take the time, nose to the grindstone. I feel like you know how heavy this is, and you know how important this is, and you are in this sort of hermit mode because you know that you are in charge of your destiny, and that's what you're working toward, is somehow shifting it and building that foundation and that legacy for your future. But for some reason this is coming up, just to make sure that everything you're doing, not just your work, your relationships, okay, your relationships could be a factor here too, in your own very being. So if you're just working on yourself, maybe it's self-improvement. So all of these should be underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs, okay? I almost don't even want to read into it any more than that, because I do think this is an inner work process. This is something you have to do on your own. You have to know for yourself. Make sure that everything you're doing is constructed on solid ground and has longevity. So that feels heavy, like a heavy message, and if I had more to go, if this was a full reading, I might be able to get more specific, but this is a general reading for the Capricorn collective energy, so hopefully that centers you somewhere that you need to be at this time. Thanks, Capricorn. Last but not least, Virgo. Virgo, for you, just like the other two earth signs, I got a very relevant card, the Thinker. The Hermit is literally your major arcana, so I thought that was hilarious. And then clarifying that we got the Star and the Moon. So this feels a little heavy, Virgo. Let's go to 44, the Thinker. Synchronistic number there. If I can find it. Wait, is this 34? No. 44. There it is. Okay. So the Thinker. This is about strategy, being analytical and logical, which Virgos normally are. So I feel like this is your element, but let's move on. The Oracle's message is the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, of course, for in this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious, okay? Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. All right. That makes sense, because we do have the Moon card here. So whatever you're dealing with, you might feel that there's some element of deception, something you don't know, something you don't see. Maybe you feel like you're in the dark about something, and maybe you're a little paranoid. Maybe you're in this thinker state trying to strategize around an unknown variable. But the card says, obviously some of you need to hear this, that you have all the information you need. It's simple. You're overcomplicating it, right? It's such a Virgo thing to do. My daughter's a Virgo, so Virgo's one of my favorite signs, obviously. But yeah, that's such a Virgo thing to do. But in this case, the advice here is to take everything at face value. Follow the logical path, right? Don't get muddied in this Moon energy. I feel like I need to read more for you because this is short compared to the other ones. All right, let's read the prosperity message. It says, calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Yeah, okay. Lists are your friend now, so get out your journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is Spirit. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for your highest good of all. For the highest good of all, sorry. Okay, so that brings the Star in a bit for me. Focus on that dream, right? Really focus on it. Don't let whatever this Moon energy is, whatever this uncertainty is, if you feel like there's something false or, like I said, muddy or mischievous going on, just focus on that North Star of yours. Focus on your guidance. Focus on your faith in Spirit, that you are, you're capable and you got this. All you need to do is slow down. Yeah, look up at the stars, right? Slow down, take a breath, look up at the stars, plan your strategy from a place of logic, from knowing that what you see is what you get. I don't know what we're talking about here, but don't overcomplicate it. It really is simple. I know Virgos, you don't tend to think in simplistic terms, and I have a few Virgo placements, at least 2. So I kind of get this energy. It's my North Node, actually. Sometimes you want to overcomplicate things, and you are very complex. You're ruled by Mercury, right? So you want to project that complicated part of yourself onto other things and other situations, but I promise some things are just really simple, really basic, and they aren't so complicated. Most people are way more simple than we want them to be, right? So I just feel like that's what we're saying here, Virgo. I think that you are more than capable. I think you're overqualified for whatever is going on here. And you really just need to take whatever is challenging you at this time, step by step. Know that Spirit is providing you with all the information you need to be successful, and that you're going to win whatever this is. The triumph will be for the highest good of all, it says, okay? Just, yeah. Keep putting in the work. Keep putting in that faith so that the universe knows you're serious. Because, I mean, the star, it tells me the universe has your back right now, Virgo. So take a deep breath. Keep it simple. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.